as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 44 yards on the ground.
First down, Browns.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Hunt. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up
Well,
2nd.
partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Myles Garrett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. Hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense will have to get it out quickly, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Cleveland.
But they didn't have their normal cushion there in order to punt the ball away. It leads to a lot of anxiety for the team kicking the football.
Well, for the punter, you know that you've got to get rid of that quickly there. Not quick enough.
And also, not stepping behind you and stepping over the end line for a safety. That one gets blocked, and it's 6 points.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He was tackled.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
And that will be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Browns' drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Returning it is Moore. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 43. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one in the ball.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Jason Myers to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Browns
7-7, our score after 1.
The first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
On first down. They'll run with Hunt. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Cleveland.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Now left side on the swing pass. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
The Cleveland ball carrier.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson to throw. He finds his running back, Hyde. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
That's good.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps keeps the drive moving.
First and 10 at the 40.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, Carson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Up 2nd and 7 at the Browns' 41-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24.
Wilson.
When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Seahawks' 29-yard line.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Mayfield now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Escaping the pressure right. This pass complete to Higgins. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Rings up.
Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. This one from 35 yards away.
A 35-yard attempt.
Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
14.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Bucket. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Wilson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Greedy Williams on the coverage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll toss it out to Carson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The 4-3 defense there did its job, funneled things right to the middle linebacker.
If they do a nice job of playing team defense, everyone takes care of their responsibilities. That allows that guy in the middle to do his job, which is search and destroy.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And his pass incomplete.
Wilson. The struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 50 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Browns' drive about to get started, and their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt, and he stopped immediately there. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Cleveland.
Mayfield able to find Hunt out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Mayfield completes it to Higgins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Benson Mayowa able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Flush to his right. And it's incomplete.
Wilson on the keeper. Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Wilson. That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
Now here's Michael Dixon. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield looks to throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. Back now in Seattle, Washington. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. He was doing everything he could to get the 6 points, a little bit short, but still an excellent run.
And look at it from the defense's point of view. They could have given up on that play. They did not, and still were able to corral him. Now, they've got some work to do in this down coming up, but at least they're being competitive and trying to stay with it. Hey, give them credit. That's a good, solid game there on the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain yardage. Well done.
They'll try to run with Carson, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one. Able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
First down, Browns.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. There he goes left side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And some room to work. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
On the play. First down, Cleveland.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
At the 41-yard line.
Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion. Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Mayfield with it once more. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
4 yards on the pickup.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, Wilson going to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Carson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Good gain there on first down. And keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
3rd down.